touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mad time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard.
Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the New York Jets. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
We're outside. Turkey's the mark.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Jimmy Smith there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned. Ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
That's our ball. Go the other way.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 11.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. After getting that turnover on the 1st drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your 1st drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for a Nunwa there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They run right side with Hunt. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Here we go. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Hey, one set. Check Mike, 54.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And he's got Snead. And he's got this down to the 35. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Man open left side is Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he will find Hurst in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
I think someone's going to get in the QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down, Jets.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
First down.
Darnold now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
First down, New York.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Cannon, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Darnold finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Check 26.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. coming up at the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. So that'll back him up 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now it's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Darnold. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough, they couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. He's going deep for Brown. This is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Darnold now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
There he goes, right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go. 50 seconds to Mike. Silver.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, it's complete to Brown, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 48. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A give right side now to Hunt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going for the right side here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he's got room. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. Caught right side. It's Snead. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Herndon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. By the end of last year, Herndon had solidified himself as the primary tight end for New York. Overall, second leading receiver in 2018 on the team behind Robbie Anderson. In fact, his 39 catches, most among rookie tight ends in the league a season ago. Now a first down carry by Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on second down, Darnold. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson, option right. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From his own goal line, Darnold. And he hits Herndon over the middle. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Darnold. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To the air again, Darnold. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. 11 yards there, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Into the secondary again. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I know you felt that one. Real side.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Shoot.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. We've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Darnold completes it, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold forced out to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Hunt. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Ravens, it's a 10-4.